Hello, Jordan.
Hi.
It's it's very nice to meet you. When I heard that you guys are coming, I got extremely excited about it. I saw you guys in 2005 in Buenos Aires.
Okay.
Ever since I've been meaning to attend a concert. Now that you're coming to Paraguay, it's extremely exciting. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, to come to a new place is always an adventure. I'm excited about it. I look forward to seeing what it feels like, what the people are like, what it looks like, how the crowd is for our show. I think it's going to be, my eyes will be open and my heart will be open, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you have a quite a special relationship with the Argentinian crowd. You even recorded an album there.
Yeah. No, it's the Argentinian crowd. It's long, I think as long as I've been in the group, we've been, very connected with Argentina. Yeah, and they're great fans as well. So I imagine we'll feel a little bit of something like that with you guys as well, right?
We're quite passionate as well. And how was the first part of this Parasomnia tour?
So we've been running around for over a year. We've been in Europe a couple of times, the US now as well a couple of times, and just touring like crazy, really. But it's been great. It's been really fun to play Parasomnia and its completion. It's I'm really very proud of this album. It's a big production on every level.
So what can we expect? Because you were going to celebrate 40 years with
We
us. And
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a big night. Playing all of Parasomnia, the whole album. And like you said, we're going to be playing Change of Seasons again as well. But in addition to that, we'll also play some of the stuff from our catalog. So there'll be no shortage of music from, the
great.
different phases of Dream Theater that night. I just recommend people wear really good shoes to the show. They're going to be standing, and yeah, come prepared for a big night of music.
That's awesome. Well, you've been with the band for more than 25 years. How is it possible? How can a band last for so long being as successful as you guys are? What's
Yeah.
the secret?
What's the secret? Well, it's a question that I get asked a lot because it's a good
I
thing to
guess so.
understand, right? Because hey, 40 years is a long time. So there's a lot of things to credit for that. And one is the personalities of the people in the band itself. I always think of a group, whether it's in music or any field, it could be just in business. If you're working together with a group, it has to be a group that has a balance to it. It's group dynamics are very important and very tricky too. And that's why most groups don't last, whether it's
Yeah.
business or music or anything, they just fall apart because the people can't get along, or they're knocking heads, kind of thing. I think Dream Theater's been very lucky. I know that since I joined the group, I kind of view it as almost like the dynamics like a seesaw. Like you've got people who are maybe a little bit more type A or aggressive, then you got more mellow and da da da. All these different personalities that work. But somehow you have to find that like a middle ground. If there's a problem in the group, if everybody's fighting, whatever, then it's gonna fall apart. Somebody has to give in or be able to have the art of letting go a little bit to be able to make it work. So I feel like we're all obviously very serious musicians. We all have respect for each other and for the work that we're doing. This is our music, but it's also our job. And so I think that helps us to kind of like find that balance, to work together and to make this work. We want this to work. We love playing music together. Even when Portnoy left, 13 years ago, a big deal. It could have fallen apart then, right? But it didn't, because we were very committed to each other and we were committed to the music. And we felt like, you know what, guys, Mike's gone. It's very emotional for us. It's intense. but let's figure this out and let's keep on making our music and doing what we do. So, and it goes beyond the band. I can't speak to that without also crediting what's around us, because Dream Theater is an organization. Whether it's our management or our agents or our crew, everybody around us has been really great, really professional, and made this thing work. Our tour manager, who is wonderful. All these people are the part that kind of keeps this circle together.
Were you guys be able to keep the dynamic as it was like 50 something years ago with them?
Um, yeah, everybody
Musically
came.
speaking, I mean.
Yeah, everybody came into the room when Portnoy came back with a new kind of maturity
Okay.
that we all learned from being, like doing this for so long, and also getting older, and our values shift, and the things that were important to us back then might not be as important, and other things are important. And I just felt this kind of like joy and like settled energy in going on and doing what we do. I think we kind of realized after this long doing it how lucky we really are to do this.
Now that you are not basically you're not touring, uh how do you keep yourself busy?
Oh my, there's no problem with that. No problem. Um, I'm kind of the type of person who is very like one-sided. Like I'm always doing my music, whether I'm sitting and just playing my piano and doing like a live stream or something like that, or I'm playing my guitar. I've been really enjoying playing guitar lately. Um, or I'm working on some visual stuff because I play with the visuals and technology. So I have enough. What my business is my hobby as well.
That's awesome.
And I'm also, as well as being a musician, I'm also a technology person, a technologist. So, like I'm doing a big project at MIT, Media Lab in Boston, where I'm a visiting artist. And we're working on some very, very cool interactive music AI stuff. And now this is my second year doing that. So I make time for doing that as well. And, I enjoy having my mind, my hands in different things that have to do with music and technology.
And speaking of which, how do you see or where do you think the industry is going now that AI is pretty much established?
Going to hell, man. No, I don't know.
That's
I don't. Maybe it
what I'm
is.
afraid of.
Yeah, right. That's
Yeah,
what I'm afraid of. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with it. Like this, from an industry point of view, I know the record companies are trying to work out things with the AI, music tech companies. They're trying to figure out what makes sense. They've come to starting to come to a lot of agreements, because the record companies have felt like they're being ripped off, and the artists are being ripped off because all these other companies that probably most of them started while the guys were in school fed every piece of music that exists into their computer models. And at that time, there was no system for how to work with all this stuff. So when they were in college, most of these tech guys at the time. So, but now, they're being stopped and they're saying, hey, guys, what's going on here? And they're saying, you ripped us off, the record company. And the computer companies are basically saying, well, it was fair use. It's not like we're sampling it. We're training the computer. Anyway, we know there's a whole lot going on in that space. You can't get rid of the technology. The technology is cool. There's a lot of very amazing, fun things that you can do with it. Is it threatening to the artists? Well, yeah, it needs to be figured out. It's a big deal. How they figure it out, well, we're going to see. One of the big problems, I think, from an industry point of view, is swamping the market. Everybody's creating their AI songs and they're uploading them to like Spotify or something like that. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what's going on? Like
exactly.
there's 100,000 songs that just went on Spotify today. What's what? I feel like a group like Dream, like a known group like Dream Theater, it's almost like we're lucky because we're we have the backing of, record companies, and we've had a career, and people know who we are. And so it's not really going to get lost in the mush of all that. If Dream Theater comes out with a new album, you're going to know about it, right? And anybody known artist, you're going to know. But I feel bad for the young artists, the new artists, because you don't know which songs are which, and it's a mess. So that's that part of it. But to speak about it from a more creative side, I'm very inspired by what's possible creatively, because I think any new tool, technology tool like synthesizers, or when sampling came out, or any of this stuff, there's always fun, interesting, cool things that can happen, stylistic changes that can come into the music, because there's technology possibilities that were never there before. So, from a strictly creative point of view, I'm really excited because I love exploring everything that's now possible with the technology. I think for me as an artist, it opens up doors to different kinds of thought, and maybe different kinds of music, not even maybe, but different kinds of music that we haven't really heard before. So there's a lot going on. I think we all need to breathe and just like maybe slow down, and therefore maybe even give a little space for everything else that's going on in the world, because
Exactly.
where it's information overload and none of us totally know what's going on, and a lot of us are worried about what's happening, and rightly so, because we've never had the world move so fast around us, and we don't know what's exactly going to happen. So yeah, I think the world should do a collective meditation or something like that. It's one of the reasons I like going on Instagram at night on the live stream and just play really gentle, pretty piano music, because I feel like I get this international audience everywhere, and everybody's just floating, and we just have a breath all together.
Well, I don't want to take any more of your time. So, what would you like to say to your Paraguayan fans?
Yeah, I look forward to meeting everybody. It's going to be just a wonderful time. I'm sure we'll have a great, fun time together. I'm looking forward to coming there. Dream Theater's looking forward to coming there. And I know many of the fans are looking forward to having us.
Of
So
course.
I can't wait to, see everybody and put on a great show.
Great. Well, thank you very much. It was extremely nice to meet you. I look forward to seeing you here, guys.
Excellent. All right, my friend. Take care.
You too.
Okay.
Best of luck. Bye bye.
Bye.